Hello friends, this is Becky. Welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about my good midlife crisis where I am journeying through my 40s, working oh so hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health, and today's video is going to be a financial health check-in. Today, I am going to be budgeting out or sharing with you my budget for the October of 2023 budget. And I am going to be doing that using the Budget by Paycheck planner by the Budget Mom. And I print this. I have a digital version and I print this out and then I put it in the Happy Planner that my friend got me for my birthday last year. And then I also use stickers by Life in Envelopes, and these are beautiful. I think these are actually November stickers, but I am using them for October because I just love them. I think they are super pretty. Spoiler alert, I have a 5-week October plan, but I forgot to order the 5th week add-on for the Budget Mom's planner from her, and so I had an extra week where I accidentally ordered a 5th week add-on a couple of months ago that I didn't need, and so my 5th week isn't going to match, but since I had it, I went ahead and just used it for October since I already had it instead of ordering another set and paying for shipping. So I always start on my full calendar just so we can see what I have coming up. Since I am also on a weight journey, I have the scales here because every Wednesday I do a weigh-in with y'all and I track my weight here, and so I will fill these in as we go. I do have a couple of birthdays. The 18th is my nephew Peyton's birthday. It also would have been my friend Troy's birthday, but it is Peyton's birthday. The 31st is my baby Joe, my great nephew. He will be 1 year old on Halloween. It is also obviously Halloween, but it is my baby Joe's birthday. He will be 1. We are going to celebrate it on the 28th. This is also my bestie's Halloween party. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to go to Lomita for baby Joe's birthday and also get back to Liberty Hill for Jen's party, but I am going to do both of those. This weekend here, my friend's baby shower is in Houston, so I am planning to go to Houston this weekend. Spend the weekend. I've already booked the hotel. I haven't paid for it yet, but I have booked it. And I am planning to use some of the money from my low spend September, which if you've been following along with me, if you're not new, welcome back. I've been doing a low spend September. If you are new and you've been following along and you've not been following along, welcome. I have been doing a challenge with my friend Liz over on Budget and Balance. You should check out her channel as well. We have been doing low spend challenges for September, trying to save some money because we were super spendy in the summertime. It looks like I have been very well. I do have this 1 week left. My family is trying to sabotage me, I think, but that's okay. We'll go into more detail on that when I do my budget this week, but I should have saved a couple of $100s to put into my vacation fund, and some of that I will use to go to Houston this weekend. I have nothing going on this weekend, so that's nice, and I do have therapy on the 7th. So that's what I have going on so far in the month of October. I don't think I have any doctor's appointments, though I do have to schedule my mammogram because I'm 43 years old, so that's part of my health journey. I have to make sure I keep that up, but I have to call them and schedule that, so that will probably be in here somewhere. But for now, and I haven't set any goals. I need to get my final weight for this month, but spoiler alert, if you've been following along with my weight loss, with my health journey, my physical health journey, I'm pretty sure I blew my my weight goal out of the water for September. When we close out September's budget, we will check that out. So, but I haven't set up any goals for October yet, but I will look at that. So this is what my October looks like. It's a 5-week month, so I'm going to go right ahead and flip to week 1 so we can get into the budget, because the 5-week months tend to get a little bit long-winded. So I'm just going to cut right into it so we can try to keep this a little bit more manageable, because if you're new, welcome. Hey guys, I talk a lot. Sorry about that. Okay, week 1 of October actually starts on September 29th for me, and this paycheck is actually my third paycheck of September. So I am going to be budgeting my beginning of October budget with my third paycheck in September, and then I am rolling over hopefully about $650 from the final week from this week that I am in of September, hopefully. Hopefully I can roll 650 over. We will see how this week goes. So it goes from September 29th through October the 5th. I have to pay rent. This is, as of right now, unless anything else gets put in, what I actually owe in rent is $562.99. I pay my mom's car insurance. That's $104.94. That actually did just go up this month. It was 90 something. It went up about $10 because it just renewed, like this billing cycle, it just renewed. Geico is my car insurance. This is for 2 cars. That is $241.85. It should renew on the 1st of November, but I did check as I was filling out this budget just now, like about 30 minutes ago, and it's my new billing cycle is still not up. Like I still can't see what it's going to be renewed at in November. So I don't know if it's going to go up, if it's going to stay the same, if they're going to drop me because I drive a Kia Soul and there's so much going on with the catalytic converters. I don't know, y'all. It's all up in the air. But for right now, this is what I owe on the 1st of October. YouTube Premium is $15.14. Aflac is $37.59, and then I have to put $35.80 into my reimbursable. If you follow me, I use YNAB, which is You Need a Budget. That is how I digitally track my budget. I use this to plan it out, and then I actually physically track it and do everything in YNAB when I'm actually doing my budget. And reimbursable is the category where if I buy something and Nathan, who is, or anybody, but in this case it's Nathan, who's my landlord/roommate, if he has to pay me back, I put it into this category. I went grocery shopping this afternoon, and this is his portion of the groceries. So technically it comes off of what I owe in rent. So that's why the rent, which is normally $600, this is actually, I could just pay it to him in rent, but it equals about $600. So I'm going to put this in reimbursable, and then it comes off of what I owe him in rent, so it equals about $600. So that is a bill total for the first week of October of $998.31, leaving me $1,369.83 to come down to my envelopes. My envelopes, which is also variable expenses, if you call it that. This is for, since this is the first week of the month, this is going to be, some of these are monthly. Some of these are going to be categories that I fill every paycheck, and then some of these are categories that I fill every week. So the first 4, dining out, groceries, fun money, and ecclesial, get filled every week. I do $50 a week for dining out, $100 a week for groceries, $10 a week for fun money, and $60 a week for ecclesial expenses. Ecclesial, this is my church. Pet expenses, household, budgeting, and giving. These are once a month. I only fill these on the first week of every month. So I do $50 a month for my pet expenses. That's for dog food, cat food, anything that might come up through the month that they would need. Household is for things like toilet paper, paper plates, paper towels, hand soaps, things like that for the house that are not like actual food. Budgeting is for things like my stickers, or like I actually need to buy a new ring light. I thought about putting extra money in here this month, but then I think I might take it out of household. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I might end up putting extra money into budgeting. I'm not sure. Giving is for giving for like birthdays, and for if I decide to pick something up for somebody. It's not for holiday giving. I have a separate fund for that, but this is for like throughout the month, birthdays and things. So like my nephew's birthday, my great nephew's birthday, and things like that. Self-care it goes into, it's more like a sinking fund. I should probably put it in the sinking fund section, but this budget sheet does not give me nearly enough sections for sinking funds. I need more than I have, so I do it as a variable expense. And I just kind of hold on to this. I give myself $25 every paycheck, and same with gas. This is for my car. I give myself $50 every paycheck. I do not use $50 most of the time. Every once in a while I do. So my total for this section is $520, leaving me $849.83 to pull up into my sinking fund section. Again, I have more sinking funds than this, but this is all the room that I have. So I'm actually going to do 2 sinking funds on the next page just because I ran out of room here. So my mom's utilities, this is because, so my mom lives out in the country and she has a propane tank, and I am trying to put a little bit of money aside so that I can get her set up on a keep it full plan. And that means just have the propane company go out every time they're going to be in her area and just top off her tank. And I just never know how much that's going to be. In order to get her on that plan, they have to fill her tank completely. And that is going to be, it's $300 for like 100 gallons of propane. And I think her tank is like 150 or 200 gallon. So it'll be like $600 to fill it completely if it were empty. It's not empty, but if it were, it would be $600. So the max it would be $600. So I want to have a couple of $100 in here so that if they go out and they have to put the max amount of propane in there, I could cover it. But then it could be, it could be $50, it could be $300, it could be $150. I'm never going to know how much it's going to cost, and I'm never going to know when they're going to go out. It's just going to be when they're in the area, they're going to stop by and top off her propane tank. So I want to have a good buffer in this category before I get her onto that program. Right now, it's summer. Actually, it's fall technically now. It's the 24th of September. But it's literally 100 degrees today. We live in Central Texas. So she's doing okay on propane. She doesn't really need it, but I want to get this built up. I think this will put her at $300. And then when we get to the end of this budget, you'll see, because this crosses over to the very beginning of November, this budget, there'll be another time this goes in here. So I think at the beginning of November, I'll probably call and have them fill her tank and put her on that program. I think that's my plan, so that she'll be in there for the winter and we won't have to worry about it. But this is my goal, is to get her on this plan by the winter time. Holiday giving, this is where my Christmas fund is, $85 toward that. Registration, this is for my car, my vehicle, registration and inspection, $18.75. It is due in October, which hopefully they give me my new registration, my new insurance card, because I need it. Costco, so I've decided just to do $5 a month because I should only pay $60. Am I doing that math right? Hang on. Now I'm doubting myself. Let me math. 5 times 12. Yeah, 5 times 12 is $60. I just had to double check my math. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, it didn't go. It went away. No, you couldn't see that. 5 times 12 is $60. So yes, I've decided to only do the $60 because the way this program works, I'm doing the not the corporate, but the black card, the premier membership where you get the rewards. And you're supposed to get at least $60 in rewards check back by the end of the year, or it's not worth it for you to get the membership. And so if I don't get $60 in rewards check back, then I will only get the $60 membership. So either way, I will only get the $60 membership. So I'll only pay $60. So I'm only going to put $5 a month away. Director Suite is the new software that I think I'm going to purchase, and I am going to purchase it today because today is the end of the sale. This $70 is what I need in addition to what I've already saved. This is the difference in what I was planning to pay for Wondershare versus what the cost for Director Suite is. And I think this should replace, if you notice, I did not put Adobe Acrobat in here. This should replace, based on what I've read and what I've looked at, both Adobe Acrobat and Wondershare. And I really hope it does because I can't get in there and play around with it until after I've paid for it. So this video I'm going to edit and put up using this after I've paid for it. So I will know by the time this video comes out, but I won't know at the time of recording this video. So hopefully it does what I hope it does, because it's not a cheap thing, but it will save me a lot of money if it does what I think it does. And it also says it comes with all of those premium things that I can't get from Wondershare without paying a whole lot of extra money. So if it does what it says it does and what I think it does, then it will save me hundreds of dollars a year. So I really hope it does what it says it does. I'm going to put $50 into my vacation fund. And that's my editing software, by the way, for those of you who are new and wondering what I'm talking about. That's the software that I use to edit these videos and to share them with y'all. Vacation, I'm putting $50 in. Clothing, I am putting $25 in. Car maintenance is finally getting some love. I'm putting $50 into that one. YNAB, which is that software that I use for my digital cash stuffing, that is getting $10.50. Stuff I forgot to budget for, that is getting $20. That is my miscellaneous fund where if I don't use this by the end of the month, I save it. Though I haven't been doing that, I've been putting it back into my budget. I was doing that at the beginning, but I've been putting it back into my budget the last couple of months. Well, like for most of it. My goal was to save it, but I've been putting it back into my budget, and that's fine. Either way, it's been getting used. Anyway, that is a total for my sinking funds of $434.25, leaving me $415.58 to pull down to my savings. I am putting $100 into my emergency fund, finally putting something into my emergency fund. $53 into my 52-week savings challenge. Again, backwards and forwards. Week 1 of the year, you save $1. Week 52 of the year, you save $52. So since I'm doing it backwards and forwards, it works out to where every single paycheck, I save $53. Baby Joe, again, that is my great nephew. I save $1 every single week for him, so that is $2 every single paycheck. And that is a savings total of $155. Leaving me $260.58 to roll into week 2 of October. Week 2 of October goes from the 6th through the 12th. Isn't this so pretty? I love these leaves. I'm from the Northeast. I'm from Jersey, and so these fall colors, man, I miss them being in Texas. So all I have to budget is that $260.58. I don't have any other anticipated income. I have 0 bills due this week. Nothing is due this week. That's wonderful. So all I really have are my envelopes. Again, these are the 4 that I have every single week. Dining out for $50, groceries for $100, fun for $10, and ecclesial for $60, for an envelope total of $220, leaving me $40.58. Again, I had those 2 very little sinking funds that I just did not have room for on the other page, so I had to move them over here. My Find Me Gluten Free, that is the app that I use because I have celiac. It helps me find places that are safely gluten-free for me to eat. And it's $1.84 every month I set aside so that when it auto-renews, I have the money. It's like, I don't even know what that is, but it's not very much money every year. It's a free app, and you can download it for free and use it for free. But in order to sort by most celiac friendly, it's paid. And so for me with celiac, it was worth it. And then my passport renewal, I seriously set aside $1.77 a month just so I have something available. I think I set it up for it would be $150 when my passport needed to renew. So it's not very much money at all every month. Oh, look at that, my hair. I shed a lot. And it's just $1.77 a month. So that is a sinking fund total of $3.61, leaving me $36.97 to roll into week 3. That's seriously all I have for week 2. Just my 4 envelopes and then those 2 little sinking funds. Week 3 goes from the 13th through the 19th. All of my budgets go from a Friday through a Thursday, just because I am paid on Fridays, so I start them on Fridays. And then I close out my budgets on that Thursday night, and then I can start my new budget on a Friday. That's not how I do my weeks, like my actual weeks. I do from Sunday to Saturday, but my budgets go from Friday to Thursday, just because I like to confuse myself. So I should be paid that week. That is $1,718.14. Seth is a friend of mine who took over car payments on my second car when my niece moved out. I got myself into a horrible mess and made awful financial decisions when my sister passed away, and I realized that I handle grief very badly and tried to fill a great big hole left in my heart and my life by filling it with stuff. And one of that stuff was a car, and I couldn't actually afford that car. So Seth was very awesome and took over car payments. So that is why I have 2 cars financed in my name, and that is why I have a car insurance for 2 cars. So Seth pays me for his car and for his car insurance, and that comes in. He normally pays me around this week. $450, and then I'm rolling over that $36.97 from the previous week, and that is an income total for this week of $2,205.11. I only have 2 little bills. OneDrive is my Office subscription. It's only $7, and I can't even remember. It's less than $8 a month, but then I put a couple of extra dollars into that category in YNAB as well, just to cover my ink subscription, because I print these pages out every month, and that covers in case I go over and I need to pay for my ink, my HP Instant Ink. So that is a bill. And then my Planet Fitness is my gym membership. Oh my goodness, I went way too high. My gym membership is due on the 17th, and that is $27.11. So that is a bill total of $37.11, leaving me $2,168, and I can't read my own handwriting. 0 cents. No, that worked out to be 0 cents. I have those 4 envelopes that are in every paycheck every week: dining out for $50, groceries for $100, fun for $10, and ecclesial for $60. And then the 2 that come out every paycheck week: self-care for $25 and gas for $50. And that is an envelope total of $295 for this week, leaving me $1,873. I have no sinking funds or extra debt this week because it's not at the beginning of a month or the end of a month. So the only thing I have is my 52-week challenge, which I do every single paycheck for $53, and my Baby Joe, which I do every single paycheck for $2. So that is a savings total of $55, leaving me $1,118 to roll into week 4 of October. Week 4 goes from October the 20th through October the 26th. The only income I have is the rollover of $18.18, even, no change again. Man, I'm magical. I have bills this week. I have Mattress Firm, which is for my purple mattress. No regrets. I love that bed. $80 comes out on the 21st every month. I have Waldo, which is my daily contact subscription. I am blind, so I wear contacts. That is $50 every month. It's every 4 weeks, but it comes out typically around the 21st, so I will just budget it there. My internet bill, I pay that for the household. It is $23.64. I have a debt consolidation bill that I pay. It's $167. Actually, I think it's like $166.89 or something, but I pay $167, because you don't want to pay the minimum payment. I got to pay extra. And then Cinemark. So if you were here last month, I know I talked about getting rid of the Cinemark subscription. It was $11.90. When I went to cancel it, if you've been around for a while, you may remember that I used to have Audible, and I had dropped that down to an every other month subscription where I got a credit every other month because I just wasn't using my credits. And that gave me still access to all of the premium features, and I still had access to the library, like all of the included library and everything like that. And that worked for me for a while. I kept that for a long time before I finally did cancel it and decide I just don't want it right now. And I'm still not using Audible, so that's fine. My problem with Cinemark is there just aren't that many movies out that I want to see. It's not that there aren't any, it's just that there aren't that many. So when I went to cancel, they now have an option for $5.99 instead of $10.99, where they give you an every other month credit to watch a movie, but I can still get 20% off all of my concessions, and I still don't have to pay any online fees when I buy my tickets online. So I think for me right now, that's actually a really good deal. And so every other month I'll get a movie ticket. And that's a good deal, I think. I think that's probably realistic to how often I would watch a movie. And every Tuesday, all their movies are like $5 or something, and their matinees are still really, like, I think like $5 or $6. So If I want to go see an early movie or a Tuesday movie, I can. If I want to see a movie in the evening or on like Saturday afternoon, I can just use my every other month credit. And I still don't have to pay any online fees when I'm booking, and I still get 20% off my concessions. And it's still low enough to where I can go support my friend Victor at Flix and not feel like I am breaking the bank, because Victor works at Flix, and I do want to still go support him in his movie theater as well. So I feel like this is good. I budgeted $7. It'll be six something. I just don't know the exact amount, so I left it at $7 because, again, I don't know how much exactly it's going to be. But once I get that exact number, I'll plug it in here and going forward. So that gives me a bill total for this week of $367.94, leaving me $1,450.06. I'm sorry if it starts getting really dark out. It's supposed to start raining any minute. And I'm not going to complain about that because we've been in a drought so bad the last few months. So I'm going to be very happy about the rain. I just have my 4 regular total envelopes here: dining out for $50, groceries for $100, fun for $10, and ecclesial for $60, for an envelope total of $220, leaving me $1,230.06. And I actually have nothing else for this week, so let's go to the 5th and final week of October. October week 5, and this is where my stickers got a little bit different. It's giraffes, and they're really cute, and I love them. But they don't really go with the fall. They were just the closest in like the color scheme that I could find. But I love them, and I had an extra week 5 for them, so they got used. So week 5 goes from October 27th through November the 2nd. I have another paycheck coming in this week, $1,718.14. I am salaried, which is why my checks should always be the same. Every once in a while, they're like a penny off in one direction or the other, but they should relatively all be about the same. And then that rollover from the previous week of $1,230.06, giving me an income total of $2,948.20. The bills that are going to be due this week, again, so you can see I am paying all the bills from the first, and I'm going to be filling all the sinking funds again from this week. So it's kind of like I'm paying rent twice this month, but it's because I have the extra paycheck and because I'm going into the first. So that's why it's going to look really expensive this month. So I'm paying the water, which I always budget $120. The reason that it's an exact amount for this one is because I know exactly how much is due because it's the end of the month. Seth's car payment is $269.85. That is the minimum amount due. There will be an extra debt payment for that. Mom's phone is $61.79. It's not. It's $61.01 or 2 cents. I don't know why it went down all of a sudden, but it did, like just a couple of cents, and I don't know why. They must have changed something, but for some reason in my head it's still this. And even though I just wrote this out, I still wrote the old amount, and then when I was done doing all the mathing, I was like, oh, that changed. But I had already redone this math like 4 times, and I was like, I'm not doing it again for like 50 cents, so this I'll just put, when the actual hits, I'll do it. Rent, I budget $600 all the time. Again, the reason it's different on what you saw on the first page is because it's actually due like this week, so I know what it actually is. But since this is a whole month in advance, I'm just going to put what I budget. My mom's car insurance will be $104.92. And then my car insurance, again, I looked it up to see if I could get what it's going to be, but they have not posted yet what my new rate is going to be. It's not there, so I'm just budgeting what it was this month. I do anticipate that it will go up because it always goes up at the renewal time, but it's not there yet, so I don't know. So that is a bill total of $1,398.41, leaving me $1,549.79. My envelopes, again, I've got all of the beginning of the month, and then my paycheck ones, and then my regular ones. So dining out is $50, groceries $100, fun $10, ecclesial $60. $25 into my self-care and $50 into my gas. And then for the monthly ones, $50 into pet expenses, $50 into household, 25 into budgeting, and 100 into giving. And that is an envelope total of $520, leaving me $1,029.79 to pull up into my sinking funds. The sinking funds are my mom's utilities. Again, that is $100 into that. And then at this point, I think is when I'm going to call and try to get her onto that Keep It Full plan, because this will be November and it'll be starting to get cooler. Let's face it, it's Texas. It's still going to be pretty warm, but I want to get her ready for the winterish time. Holiday giving, $85. Registration, $18.75. At this point, we'll be getting ready for 2025. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Whew. Costco, $5. Director Suite, $10.85, and that's me just preparing for the renewal price because it's right, like I said, it's on sale right now for $98 or whatever, but the actual price is $130. So this, I took the 130 and divided it by 12, and that's $10.85 a month that I need to set aside. $50 into my vacation fund, $25 into my clothing fund, $50 into my car maintenance, $10.50 into YNAB, and $20 into stuff I forgot to budget for. That is a sinking fund total of $375.10, leaving me $654.79. I do wish that these two bottom sections were in the opposite order because I do them out of order. If you ever watch Becky, with Becky Budgets, she does them out of order as well, and I'm sure other people do if they use this because I feel like I want to put my savings first, and then whatever is left is what I'm going to put toward debt. So I do my savings first and figure out what I need to roll into my next week, if anything, which I absolutely do because I won't have a paycheck for the first week of November. So I have to figure out what I need to roll in to pay for that week. And then whatever is left is what I can put toward my extra debt. So I just know I did this section before I did this section. So Seth's car payment, this is a given. I will always put $55.42 in here because, and y'all, the last couple of times I did this, I was so prepared. 55, 42 plus 269. You knew this was coming. It's 269.85. So $325.27 was our previous minimum monthly payment. And then I did a refinance of the car when I did my debt consolidation, and we got the minimum payment down to $269.85. But Seth and I agreed that he would continue to make the same minimum monthly payment. So he continues to pay me this $325.27 plus his car insurance. So I pay $325.27 toward this car payment every month. But when I'm writing out the budget, I budget as if this, like, we make the minimum payment and then we make an extra debt payment. So this I list as an extra debt payment, but really it's just, we just make that same payment every month. My debt consolidation, I'm super excited that I can finally start making extra payments to this. September was the first month in a very long time that I was able to make an extra payment. And then October, I'm going to be able to make an extra payment as well. So I'm very, very, very happy to be able to do that. So I'm going to make an extra $170, Lord willing, payment toward my debt consolidation loan. So that is an extra debt payment total of $225.42. leaving me $429.37. I have my emergency fund. I'm going to be putting $100 into that, $53 into my 52-week savings, $2 toward Baby Joe for $155 savings total, leaving me $274.37. Now, if you're familiar with most zero-based budgets, you would zero out your total here at the end of the month. Excuse me. I am doing a weekly paycheck on a bi-weekly paycheck, a weekly budget on a bi-weekly paycheck. You'll notice that I got paid this week, which means I don't get paid the next week. But I will have at least my envelopes, but I know I also have a couple of bills that I will have to pay. So I have to roll over. I did the math before closing out this budget, and I know I have to roll over at least $270. So this is why I left $274.37. That's just because that's what wound up rolling over. But I knew I needed to roll over at least $270 into my next budget to make it work. So this is what I have because I don't have any more income coming in into my next week's budget other than whatever I roll over. So that is my November budget. How is your November budget working? Have you set it up yet? Is yours going to be okay? I'm doing November. I mean October. That's my October budget. Is your October budget set up? If your November budget is set up, man, y'all are so ahead of the game. That's my October budget. I have not even closed out August yet, y'all. I keep every night, literally every night, I'm driving Nathan crazy saying it. I go, oh, I need to close out August. Oh, I need to close out August. I still haven't closed out August. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get to it. But I will close out September. I will close out September so we can do a September closeout and compare it because I've been doing the low spend and I'm really excited to see how that goes. I may be doing another challenge in October. I'm not sure yet. I have to get with my friend Kay because she also has a channel and she's been talking. And we both went to our doctor checkups in the last couple of months and talking about being more healthy. So we're talking about doing a challenge together. So it may be in October. We may not be able to get together enough to work it out. Maybe it'll be in November. I'll figure it out. I'll let y'all know. I'll keep y'all updated. In the meantime, you should check out her channel if you're interested at all in decluttering or tiny living or building or anything like that, or wine making. She talks about all that stuff. She's super fascinating. Anyway, I will link her channel below as well, and Liz's channel, the Budget and Balance, because she is doing the Low Spend September challenge, and she is also knocking it out of the park. You should check her out. Okay, y'all, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing and what you are planning for October. Are you going to be doing a low spend October? Have you been doing a low spend September with Liz and myself? What's going on in your life? All right, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Bye.